Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. Mwah. Happy birthday, baby.
Thank you.
My favorite day of the year. My soulmate was born into this earth.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
What do you want to talk about today?
So I wanted to talk about why so much hate. Because it is my birthday, I'm not out on social media very often, but I did go there today because I got some alerts, and want to thank those people who posted wishes for me today. Thank you so much. I really feel the love. And speaking of the love, that was the beautiful thing. And the flip side of that is, while I was on Facebook, I saw all of this political banter, which I'm normally not exposed to because you and I don't watch any of the news and we don't watch any of that type of program.
Oh yeah, I think the stuff that you're talking about, you probably wouldn't even see on the news.
No.
I know what you're talking about because I don't really look at much of that either, but I do catch it out of the corner of my eye now. Again, it's just amazing to me. We did a video on this, the pendulums.
The pendulums,
These people just feed the pendulums, whether you're for a candidate or against a candidate. There's so much yelling and screaming at the TV, or typing vigorously and expletives into a Facebook page or whatever. It's they're actually adding more energy to that whole thing. It's not positive energy; it's negative energy. But
Exactly.
It's still energy.
Exactly. And this one is just a little different than that video in that this one is really about, love versus hate. So as I'm reading some of these things that people that I know, people with good hearts, are saying things that I'm just surprised that are coming out of their mouth, and then other people are jumping in, and I'm watching this, and it's a phenomenon. So like is attracting like. So the hate is attracting more hate, right? So you now have a group of haters, and I think their intention is maybe to try to change other people's minds. But what I read was sort of a compilation of people all in the same camp, just hating and hating and hating. And I'm not talking about either camp. I'm talking about both camps. I'm seeing.
Right. Well, it's just building. So it's a phenomenon. I was watching something today, a video. I read something about a Buddhist monk who was sitting there meditating, and someone came up and was hurling insults at the monk, and kept doing it, and the monk didn't flinch. And the insulter say, "Hey, what's the matter with you? You're not even responding to what I'm saying." And he said, I'm not accepting your insults. He says, "What do you mean you're not accepting them? You can't hear them?" "Well, I don't hear them because I don't accept them." And the person got more angry. So this is kind of what you're talking about. It reminds me of the story.
Right, exactly.
And anger just builds. And the monk said something like, if you go into the marketplace and you go to hand somebody some coins and they don't accept them, who owns the coins? It's the person who had them, who tried to give them away the first time. So It's the same thing with this. This anger is really in these people, and they're building it up inside themselves. It's not going anywhere. They're not talking directly to the candidate that they don't like. So it does build on itself. And to your point, there's two things going on here. Number one is, it's like the old saying, if you're gonna hurl something at someone, it's like taking a hot coal and I'm gonna throw it at this person, you get burned even more so. So you're either hurting yourself or you're attracting more negativity into you. I mean, those are two very ugly things.
It's sad. It is so sad to me. And I think the intention of these people is to try to show other people something. Because, as I read on, some of the people are saying, well, people need to know. The only thing I learned from any of those banters was that they were full of negativity and they were full of hate, and they had really nothing to do with anything else. And so I had this epiphany that, what if everybody just started putting up things about love or positivity. Even if you want to put up something political, I wouldn't be inclined to read it. I'm not interested in that topic, but I don't understand why they're not putting up positive things about the person that they're interested in, instead of negative, hateful things about the person they're not interested in. All it does is draw more attention to that person. And it's just, if we could all either not say anything if we don't have anything nice to say, right? Or if we could just post beautiful things about love, anything about positivity. This is a small life we have, right?
Well, it is, and this really goes to them, because obviously you don't have to read it, which, you know, and you and I decide not to.
Right.
It's more about that person, and you know, I worry with what you just said that you know, it's all inside them.
Right.
So
well, it is inside them.
So when I see that, there's something going on wrong inside that person. What we put out to the world reflects what we have in our inner self, our inner core.
Right.
So, you know, the only people that spew hate out there, they have a lot of hate inside themselves. I mean, we all know that. The universe is a mirror. I mean, it's a mirror of yourself. So when you look at that hate spewing out, when you look at that hateful situation, you know, you're going to tell that person either, wow, that's terrible, you're going to confront them, or you just end up just closing the page and move on to something else and just say, wow, that's pretty hateful. The point is, that comes back to that person, the hate. And as you said, it attracts more people that join in, that maybe they feel the same way. It like attracts like. But you know, the opposite is true. I mean, so going back to what you said, if you could just go out and put positivity out there, as you know, that's what we're trying to do. We're not perfect either.
Gotcha.
But you know, when we put out positive messages, you know, we just sent out something about the great event that you just ran, and you know, there's so much positivity flowing back and forth. So the absolute opposite happens as well. So when you put out positivity, positivity comes back to you. So it's all a choice. That's what's boggling to me. You have a choice to create a ball of hate around yourself or a ball of love. I mean, well, I don't understand.
Well, and the amount of energy that I felt just reading, you know, the energy was basically coming off the laptop, the hate energy. And I just didn't want to be part of that, because what happens is that vibrational energy is so low. And all of those people in either camp that are hating, right? They are just compounding that low vibrational energy and collectively bringing it down.
Right.
And again, if their purpose is to try to sway somebody, I mean, I can tell you what, with that kind of hate and negativity, not only would they not sway me in either direction, but I am now looking at them as, you know, they're trying to be some sort of an authority. I'm looking at them as, wow, I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be listening to much of what you say, because again, we have a short period of time on this planet, and we have a choice, like you said. And the vibration of love, the energy vibration of love is so high and so powerful, right?
Right.
That's my choice.
Right.
And so I really am feeling like I'm going to have to just let that go, and let that go back to the universe, and let all of those people that are interested in that be together.
Well, you have to let it go.
You do.
Because if you don't let it go, you will take on some of that energy. You know, the old saying, like birds of a feather flock together. It's like, you know, you are like the people around you. So sometimes you do have to make those calls. You know, that low vibrational energy is very dangerous to your psyche, and dangerous to how you go out into the world day in and day out. And you just have to be careful. So
right. Well, and also here, you know, these people claim that they're doing this to educate people and make the world a better place, yet they are responsible right then and there for bringing the vibration, the vibrational energy collectively of the world down. So you're doing the exact opposite of what you think you're doing.
Right.
Hate breeds hate.
Yes, it's that simple. And you know, we see you know, people on this channel, or I may be posting on somebody else's channel. I think the last time I saw some of this, and some of the things that come out from somebody's you know, mind is just you got to just look at it twice. Like, oh my God, is that person really saying that? But that's what they believe, and that's the life that they believe. And you know, it's wild. You know, whether you think the world is full of love or you think the world is full of hate, you're correct.
That's right.
And it's all about your own little life, right?
That's right.
Yep.
So make your choices.
Yep.
But if you're going to be a hater, stay off my Facebook page. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the nest at Copper Mountain.
Go ahead and click up here and subscribe and share the love. And I would like to hear your responses down below because, hopefully you guys are on board with us and understand what we're saying. Thanks.